Hello everybody, Lawrence Fleming here. I am just getting back to my campsite. It's 10 o'clock at night. Needless to say, it's been a long day. Well, we still need to be ready, even when we're tired. Even when we're working more than we should, we still need to be ready. I want to talk a little bit about John the Baptist and his ministry. His ministry started preparing the way for Jesus. Well, Jesus is coming back again, so we're going to have basically the same message. So I'm in Matthew 3, verse 1. In those days, John the Baptist came preaching in the wilderness of Judea and saying, "Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." We have that same scenario coming up. We don't know when, but we have to be ready. It says to repent. Get yourself right with God, because God is coming in the form of Jesus. And it talks about, for this was he who was spoken of by the prophet Isaiah, saying, "The voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord, make his path straight." If we don't have wilderness out there, I don't know what it is. Well, I'm living in the wilderness, which is an example of life in general right now for the whole world. And the work I was doing today, God was talking to me through it. I can't tell you what I'm doing exactly because it's confidential, but I learned something for this message, and that is rich people are going to have a hard time in what's coming, because all the infrastructure is going to be gone. They're used to having people work for them, do things for them, and that's going to end. Pray for them, because they need help. They're used to not having to worry about anything. They have somebody to do everything. And there's not going to be anything out there to do anything with, let alone someone to do it for them. The poor people, they're used to working hard. They're used to going without meals occasionally. A rich person won't know what to do if he has to go without a meal. You know, the verse that says it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than it is to go through the eye of a needle. You put thin thread through an eye of a needle. Yet a rich person would be unable to get into heaven. Not all. There are some that haven't been corrupted by the money. It is not the money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money is the root of all evil, because they've made money their god. But there are people out there that use their money to help people. Usually someone who had to earn that money, someone who inherited it or got lucky or hit the lottery. They don't appreciate it. Someone who worked hard to earn it, yeah, they got some lucky breaks along the way to get ahead of everybody, but they're hard workers and they understand the necessity for hard work. Jesus wants us to work. James talks about Christians who don't work are questionable Christians. Say that 3 times. All right. I've got to keep this short because I got to get this uploaded before they're going to have my campsite locked down in 2 minutes, but I have the gate code to get in. But I have to stay up anyway because I don't have my call time for the morning. Since we wrap so late, it takes them about an hour to prepare the call sheet, so I got to stay here at the visitor center until I get it, because once I go back to my campsite, I don't get anything there. I'm fine. This is the type of work that I do. I'm used to it. If you like what you do, it is not a burden to do it. So don't find a job that you don't like. Don't take a job because it's something that seems glamorous or is good for your ego. Take a job that you enjoy. You're going to do it for most of your life. You can be happy at a job that you enjoy. People that work in jobs that they don't, they're stressed out all the time. And one job we definitely need to enjoy is spreading the gospel. It's easy to do. All you got to do is to bring it up. If the conversation doesn't develop in that direction, move on. The next time you encounter that person, bring it up. Eventually, God will prepare them for you if they're meant to get it. There are people that you could preach to, Jesus could preach to, and they would ignore it. They're the ones that you need to really feel sorry for, because they're going to go through what's coming. Okay, we got our high watch on June the 6th. I don't predict anything on any given date. It could happen anytime. So you got to be ready now. And if it doesn't happen now, it might happen now. You see, it's a game. We don't know. If you're always ready, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up, upload it for tomorrow morning. I'm going to have to do my best to try to get through this next week and do videos. I might have to do them all here while I sit and wait. I'm glad I have a job. That's the key. Because this money will help carry me over the next bit of camping that I'm going to be doing when I get away from civilization. I'm an hour from work, but I was an hour from work when I lived in an apartment. So, no big difference. Wherever you hang your hat is home. Okay. Until we meet in the skies, God bless.